The scandalous funding will be used to renovate Buckingham Palace. The British royal family will be seeing plenty of green in 2025. In April, the sovereign grant, which helps fund their activities, will rise by more than $56 million, People magazine reported. This will result in a staggering $165 million. The outlet noted that the sovereign grant is the amount paid to the monarchy by the UK's Treasury. The pay increase has already been described as scandalous by critics as the UK government struggles to find funding for other budget items. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace didn't immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. It's accepted that the funding will be used to repair Buckingham Palace, but in reality, the potential private wealth of the royal family collectively could cover the cost, royal expert Ian Pelham-Turner told Fox News Digital. It is another nail in the coffin for the royal family, especially when many have lost their winter fuel allowance from the government. Many have to decide whether to eat or heat their homes for winter. The increase was announced last year, People magazine pointed out. At the time, Buckingham Palace made it clear that much of the money would be put towards the $462 million ongoing renovations to the property. Repairs are expected to be completed in 2027. However, the palace didn't specify how much money would be going into the renovations. This is public money, Graham Smith, CEO of Republic, told Town & Country. The organization campaigns for the abolition of the monarchy, per its website. All of this money comes from the government at a time when the government is not able to properly fund schools, hospitals, police. It is scandalous, said Smith. Not only should it not be going up at all, it should be going down. British royal expert Hilary Fordwich stressed to Fox News Digital that the pay raise isn't for King Charles III. It's absolutely not, she explained, noting it funds all the working offices in Buckingham Palace and its staff. Other expenses include state banquets, entertaining foreign heads of state, maintenance costs of royal palaces used for state purposes, running the royal household in general, including all staff required for diplomatic functions, as well as garden parties to which the public are invited and maintenance of royal properties. Other funds are donated towards their projects and charities for the public good, she shared. Nothing about any of this is personal for King Charles III. Still, Pelham-Turner said that the pay increase isn't a good look for the royal family after Charles and Prince William found themselves under fire in November. The Sunday Times, in a televised program titled, "The King, the Prince and Their Secret Millions," claimed that the king and his heir were quietly raking in money through their royal estates, the Duchy of Lancaster and Duchy of Cornwall. The investigation claims that the private estates have been taking in millions from public bodies, including the National Health Service and state-funded schools as well as the British Armed Forces, the New York Post reported. The Duchy of Lancaster is a private estate of 44,748 acres in England and Wales owned by the King as sovereign. The Duchy of Lancaster manages a broad range of land and property assets, a spokesperson explained to Fox News Digital. It is self-financing and does not receive any public funds in connection with its activities, the spokesperson shared. It publishes an annual report and accounts that is independently audited and available to view on its website and complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. The Duchy of Cornwall is a private estate of almost 130,000 acres in southwest England owned by William as the Prince of Wales. A spokesperson also emphasized its private status to Fox News Digital. The Duchy of Cornwall is a private estate with a commercial imperative which we achieve alongside our commitment to restoring the natural environment and generating positive social impact for our communities, said the spokesperson. Prince William became Duke of Cornwall in September 2022 and, since then, has committed to an expansive transformation of the duchy. This includes a significant investment to make the estate net zero by the end of 2032. As well as establishing targeted mental health support for our tenants and working with local partners to help tackle homelessness in Cornwall. The Sunday Times claimed that
People magazine noted the arrangement is problematic because the royals are said to be operating as commercial landlords, while benefiting from a special agreement exempting them from paying tax on their corporate profits. The sovereign grant going up so significantly will cause more public uproar, especially after the Duchy of Lancaster and Cornwall belonging to Charles and William caused an outrage in public opinion, said Pelham-Turner. Still, royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams noted that repairs to Buckingham Palace are needed. Fordwich pointed out that renovations were initiated by Queen Elizabeth II, who died in 2022 at age 96. Buckingham Palace was the Queen's primary residence throughout her reign until March 2020. At the time, she relocated to Windsor Castle during the coronavirus pandemic. People magazine reported that the palace had served as the official London residence of British monarchs as far back as 1837. The refurbishment of Buckingham Palace was essential because much of it, the best-known headquarters of any institution in the world other than the White House, was outdated and had not been renovated for decades, he explained. It should be noted that it is a working palace with staff. Its ceremonies, such as the changing of the guard, attract tourists. It is also the magnificent processional avenue for the trooping of color, as well as state visits and the opening of Parliament. It is being refurbished over 10 years. It is on a budget and on schedule, Fitzwilliams continued. Buckingham Palace is the undoubted headquarters of the monarchy. It will continue to be. The refurbishment will continue until 2027. The cost of the monarchy is a bargain, in my view, at £1.29 per person. It is the world's most high-profile monarchy and Britain's most prestigious projection of soft power. It also attracts vast media attention globally and numerous tourists. People magazine reported that Charles, 76, is personally funding the redecoration of his private suite of rooms in Buckingham Palace, which won't be ready until 2027. A source previously told the Sunday Times that the monarchy is mindful that the public purse should not pay for personal touches. Charles is primarily based in Clarence House, which is a short walk from Buckingham Palace. According to the palace's website, the building hosts almost 100,000 guests and attracts over 15 million tourists every year. Its electrical cabling, plumbing, and heating haven't been updated since the 50s. The building's infrastructure is in urgent need of a complete overhaul to prevent long-term damage to the building and its contents, it noted. The most cost-effective way to replace these essential services and to ensure that the palace is fit for purpose for the next 50 years is to undertake a phased program of works over 10 years. The program will realize a series of long-term financial and environmental benefits, as well as improvements to visitor access. The palace will remain occupied and fully operational for the duration.